How to improve oral English ability. Nowadays, English is a particularly important foreign language which widely spoken in the world, and the population of speakers is getting more and more. If you want to understand many foreign materials, you also need to have a certain degree of English ability, and sometimes you need to talk to foreigners, although a lot of them are learning Chinese. Sometimes, some of my friends said that when they saw foreigners coming to ask for directions, they felt frustrated and run away immediately. This makes foreigners quite embarrassing. Therefore, oral English is still a headache for many people in China, because they are lack of practice at their schools, since Chinese education is more focused on learning English grammar, reading and writing English, but they don't practice speaking that much. So how to enhance oral English ability? Today, I will tell you how to exercise oral English expression ability. The first point. Dare to speak. We have gone through a long process from a baby who fell on the ground to an adult who can walk, run, talk and laugh. At the beginning, we didn't know how to speak, and it took a long time to make nonsense music before we communicate with our parents. So it's the same with spoken English. We can't be afraid to speak. Actually, it's not that terrible to make a mistake, because we know we learn from making mistakes. Only by daring to try can the possibility of success be increased. Every day you can go to the park, stroll around in the community, wear headphones, play an English listening session, try to repeat it loudly. Don't be afraid of the eyes of people around you. Everyone will only sigh in your heart for your enthusiasm for learning. The second point. Increase vocabulary. Does the word vocabulary look very familiar? I believe everyone must be very familiar with it. It is equivalent to all the basics of learning English. Without it, it is absolutely impossible. I have mentioned it many times that vocabulary is very important. And the accumulation of vocabulary, of course, still depends on your efforts. Even if you only memorize 10 words a day, you can get 300 more vocabulary in a single month. If you don't want to do it anymore, go and memorize today's 10 words. If you persist, there will be unexpected gains. The third point. Reduce your speaking speed. Many people have a misunderstanding that the faster you speak, the more fluent you speak. Including myself, once confused fast and fluency as the same thing, until one day I made a presentation. I did not speak slowly and confidently to tell all I wanted to say within the prescribed time. But then some people complained in the audience that some sentences were too fast and others didn't have time to reflect. Facts have proved that no matter how novel your point of view and how deep your stand is, if you fail to achieve the most basic purpose for others to understand, then your presentation will fail. After that, I changed from practicing in front of the computer to practicing in front of the mirror. I tried my best to finish it in 4 minutes. You can try to extract part of your speech, textbook, or novel you read, and after reciting it, speak to the mirror at twice the normal speed. This will not only test your memory, but also give you plenty of time. Consider the cohesion between sentences and fully feel the tone of the next sentence. So it doesn't matter if you can't find someone. Let the mirror be the examiner for you. Start by lowering your speaking speed. As long as you speak clearly and clearly, no one will complain because you speak slowly and clearly. Conversely, if you speak too quickly, your audience may be struggling. Most of the famous speeches speak very slowly, and occasionally the speed is to bring the atmosphere to a climax. Fortunately, I had already put forward this opinion when I was in college, and it was revised in time. Fourth point. Record your own voice. Have you ever heard that you speak English? Most people will probably answer, no, but I have asked friends to help listen. If you cannot hear your own pronunciation, you will never find the problem. So we can record our own voice every time, listen to it repeatedly and find out the problem, so as to correct the mistake. You can try to record what you said and compare it with what a native English speaker said to find out the shortcomings. This also helps to avoid repeated practice of incorrect pronunciation. Fifth point. Improves self-confidence. Self-confidence is very important, but at the same time it is hard to come by. Self-confidence comes from self-recognition of some of your own advantages, and from this, the belief that you can do certain things is generated. When you have self-confidence, you will bring your own magnetic field. The temperament and aura will be improved, and it can also bring a sense of security to those around you who are not confident. Only with self-confidence can we be more confident when we speak and can make the audience feel convinced. Everyone's speech has its own unique aura. If you just speak with no confidence and lack confidence, no one will listen to you carefully, so that no one cares what you say. Point 6. Find a good English tutor or taking a good English course. Of course, when you are learning a new language, you need someone to practice with you, to teach you, to correct your pronunciation as well as your grammatical mistakes. Choose a good English tutor or a good English course is important and it can maximize your speed of learning. Practice or taking classes regularly will help you to achieve your goal. Learning a language is important to keep practicing, so that we say you use it or you lose it. Lack of practice will make you lost the language very quickly, so if you really keen to learn the language, you must practice very frequently, or even every day.